So hi guys, and how are you? I welcome you to today's discussion. So today I want to talk about something that is a bit controversial, you know. So let me start by giving a disclaimer, you know. So today I'm going to be talking about something that is more practical, more realistic. It's something that actually happening on the ground, you know. So our take on this topic may vary from person to person. So I just ask you to be open-minded, you know. I just ask you, where you agree with me is fine, but where you don't agree with me, be open-minded, you know. Let's just enlighten each other. Let's just discuss it together, you know. So I have termed today's discussion Vhura Kumeso, you know, open your eyes, you know, Vuranjigere, you know. So to kickstart the discussion, I'll start by giving my own personal testimonial, you know. So to give this some context, you know, I graduated from university some years ago, about 8 years now. It's been 8 years since I graduated from university, you know. And when I graduated from university, I was one of those people, I believer in this country, you know, who believed in Zimbabwe, you know. I had high hopes, I had faith in this country, you know. I had faith that things were going to get better. I had faith that Zimbabwe was going to grow, improve, progress, and become one of the greatest and the biggest economic hubs in Africa, you know. The situation in Zimbabwe has been like this for quite some time. If I'm not mistaken, this is almost the third decade with Zimbabwe's economic situation getting worse, with no much good outlook on the horizon, you know. So this is not according to my own personal assessment, you know. This is according to the World Bank, according to IMF, according to many international institutions who are giving their own economic outlook on Zimbabwe in the next years, decade or so, you know. But when I graduated from university years ago, you know, I had friends, you know, most of my friends began to pack their bags and they left the country. Some applied for scholarships, some applied for jobs. And some are now in America, some are in the UK, some are in China, some are in South Africa, you know, all over the world. Some are in Dubai, you know. So when they were applying for their scholarships, when they were applying for their jobs outside the country, you know, they would ask me, you know, why are you also not doing this? But because I believed in this country, you know, I just said to them, you know what, in Interim Zimbabwe, you know, nothing is going to move me from this country. You know, I can't leave my country. You know, but then years later, look where we are. I bet you may ask, so Desire, are you trying to say, do you now regret your decision to remain in the country while your friends left the country? Well, I'll give you a yes and a no answer. Yes, I regret, because if I look at my friends, their lives are at another level. You know, they have done a lot of things that I have not done, and that I can't even do with the situation in this country. You know, I was even talking with my friends, and we were talking and saying, guys, you know, the truck chamber, you know, time to end, and look at ourselves. When do you think we get back? You know, most people my age, I'm 30, and I've understand to talk about a house, And we're talking and I'm saying, guys, where do you see our lives in the next 5 years, 10 years? Trukto kura, trukto chembera. We are now at the prime of our lives. And looking at the situation around us, things are not looking nice, things are not looking good. If we don't do something now, guys, we are just going to end up like our parents, growing old and bitter, not enjoying our lives because we watched our lives go by whilst we waited just to, most people are in that zone, the wait and see zone. You go out, Janaka, let's just wait and see, But then the question is, one thing that you have to know is, it's dangerous to play the wait and see game. There's to come a moment in your life when you take control of your life. You are the, like someone once said, you are the captain of your ship. You are the master of your destiny. Your life is like your car. You have to take the steering and steer it in the direction where you want to take it. This will wait and see attitude. Guys, Zimbabwe janaka, improve. Like I just said, international organizations are giving their own outlook on Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, one problem with Zimbabwe is there's so much corruption in this country. Too much corruption that is killing our destinies, that is killing our future. To think you can make it in this country, Makwikwi, you have to be connected to some political big guy. And how many of us have that privilege of being connected with those political heavyweights and big wigs? Very few. So in other words, okay, you may ask then, what are you trying to say? But mostly I want to talk to, I know this conversation, it applies to all of us, both the young and the old, the working class and the unemployed. It applies to all of us. But mostly I wanted to talk to the young ones, to my 25-year-old brother or sister. And I just wanted to say, because most of the people who graduate are in 22 years, are in 23 years. And I want to talk to you kind of in 25 years, which means mostly 1 in 3 years or 2 years of graduate. And look at yourself. Remember that when you get this song, I didn't get 25, and then a motor, and then a Jaguar, and then a nice in the kind of a kitchen and the rest like that. Look at yourself, you're 25 years old. I bet majority of you that are 25 years old and have graduated from university. If you try to take a look at your lives, I can bet and predict and forecast for most of you. Magago garabade, magastika bade, can graft. Most of the time, basa or quit is not for what you're going to school for. So I'm trying to speak to you to open your mind, to open your eyes. You are like the younger me 5 years ago, hoping that this country is going to change. But I'm speaking to you from your future to tell you, young men, take control of your life now. Take control of your life today. Zimbabwe as now you can walk from Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. No. If you have the opportunity to relocate. Look for a country that is promising, that is advancing, that is offering opportunities for you and your future. You can still, like I'm saying, if enough myself, if I was to give myself an advice to my younger self, I would have told myself, desire, when I was 25 years, desire, get out of Zimbabwe, go somewhere, go to a country that is developing, a country like China, a country like Dubai, like Canada, a country that offers you the opportunity to grow, countries that have opportunities, because where you also go matters. Not just about going out of this country or going down in, what are you going to do there? So That's the advice that I would give to my young self. Go out. Even if you love Zimbabwe with a passion, you can still develop in Zimbabwe from that country. Don't usagare munamo just because I was born here, so I'm no. You know, changamuka now. Uchine nguva changamuka now. Such it's difficult to go outside the country. Have you tried? You know, don't say it's difficult unless you've tried it. Don't say it's impossible unless you've tried it. Most of the people that are saying it's impossible, they've not even tried it themselves. So try it. Most people are leaving. You know. So how, maybe you want to go, maybe you want to try it. How can I try? On the internet. You know, we have the luxury, we have the advantage of the internet at our disposal. On the internet, there are a lot of these opportunities are available that you can go and apply. You know, for everyone, this is open to everyone. You can go on the internet and apply. You know, or secondly, some of you have money, maybe wakutoshanda already. You know, some of you have money, so you can afford to pay an agent. I have most friends that have left the country on scholarship or on other things, and they just paid an agent who just facilitated everything. You know, so if you have money, you can pay for an agent who can do the application process for you until you get it. You know, or some of you are from rich families. You know, big already. So what you just need to do is just probably ask your parents just to finance you to go to another country, and maybe you can go and study. You know, because most countries are like that. They give you a visa firstly for study, for education. You know, and most countries are lenient to the point that after finishing your studies, they'll give you a year to find a job. You know, then they will extend your visa by that period. Then they will deport you. But what I'm just trying to say is, you still have your life in your hands. Stop it with the wait and see attitude. You know, put this attitude aside. We will see. Janaka when? We should go to Janaka. One thing about Zimbabwe will always be here. But will you always be here? No. Because we have time. And our time is going. Our time is passing. Go ahead and trade. Tingoti Zimbabwe Janaka. What you don't realize it's Zimbabwe Janaka, but you won't just win. So while it's to still have your life, do something with it. You know? Stop saying, more opportunities. Have you tried elsewhere? You know, you're not glued to this country. You can still go out of this country. You have people like Strive Masiwa who are Zimbabweans, but they've still left Zimbabwe years ago. So it's up to you. But I just say, Vhura Kumeso, you know, take control of your life. You know, I'm not the motivator who inspirational speaker, no. I think I didn't know who's that about. Try elsewhere. And this is me telling you, can I just go to Zimbabwe? Try elsewhere. As we don't try things elsewhere. Don't make the mistake that I made. Because things may not. But if you're comfortable being here, cool. But here I'm talking to people that want to change this world, change their lives, improve their lives, make something of their lives. People who just don't want to sit and wait for things to happen. When will they happen? Some people are just comfortable. They're fine with it. But I'm talking to you who says, I want to take control of my life. And I'm telling you, I'm not just going to motivate you to Shanakas, keep hoping. No. I'm just also saying you can still go outside and look for opportunities. You know, be a person and not talk about opportunities. Not a person who just wants to wait till Wakagara. No. Be like my Chinese, be like my Nigerians. My Chinese ukamona Zimbabwe, they are working. They are their own companies in here. They are not working for some other company. The same thing with Nigerians. They own my shops around town. So even you, as you go outside the country, be entrepreneurial. So I love you. Thanks. Bye.